It's reading rush time! Hello everybody, I'm Roxy, this is recmebook&stuff. Today I bring you my Reading Rush TBR. Reading Rush is something I really love. It's one of the things that made me really excited when I just started BookTube and I had 2 channels and everything was crazy and I never uploaded or commented on other people's videos. So I felt like really out of the loop, but what was then BookTubeathon gave me a really nice chance to connect even on Twitter just using the hashtag. Now with time what happened was that a lot of the mood, the everything centered around YA, which is not a genre I really read anymore. I still think it's cool, I still think it's very exciting, and I like the challenges. I like that it's just a week to really read a lot. This year, not only I'm quarantined, but also the courses I'm taking are going to finish literally like the week before that, and I'm not going to start anything until August, so I'm going to have a week to dedicate to mostly read. So it is kind of an ambitious TBR, but I'm very excited. To be fair though, before we continue, all of these books except one have already popped up in my July TBR, link down below so you can check that out. So if you're watching this video expecting new books, then I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I do think it's interesting to first of all see how I fared, and second just see how I connected the books to the challenges. I hope you stay anyways, but if not, oh well, check out my July TBR at least. And before you leave, if you're leaving, I hope not, but if you are, comment down below if you're participating and what are you reading, or have you filmed a TBR so I can check it out. So I just realized I haven't explained what the Reading Rush is. It's a week-long readathon hosted by Ariel and Raylene, who are OG booktubers. Raylene no longer does booktube, but she does a podcast with Ariel called Books Unbound, I think. They have these 7 challenges, which I think up to last year or 2 years before, one of the challenges was always to read 7 books, but that is no longer the case. I am going to try to read the 7 books. I think I only completed that challenge once, but I was very excited about it. Most of the books were very short, but I still felt the sense of accomplishment. This time the books are not that short, so it's going to be super cool. I will leave all the necessary links down below, you know this already. Okay, challenge number 1 is read a book with a cover that matches your birthstone. And I had to Google my birthstone because I had no idea. As you know, because I uploaded my birthday book haul, I was born in June. We actually have 2 birthstones. We have Alexandrite, which I had no idea was a thing. I looked it up. It's beautiful. It comes in many colors, but my other birthstone is Pearl. And for that, I have Wet Girls. This I almost started reading last night, but I fell asleep before I could get to it. So actually that was a blessing in disguise, because now I can read it for readathon. And these are essays, I already said that, but on queerness and blackness and pop culture, and I'm very excited. I also think it's good that it's essays because I can read like a couple a day while I complete other challenges. By the way, you can totally combine challenges, but because I want to read 7 books anyways, I am not combining them. Number 2, read a book with a title that starts with the. And it's just like such a funny challenge. I have The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen. It's really short, which is good for the readathon, but I also really want to get to it. Number 3 is read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. And I think a lot of people think this is hard because they think that the only movies that come from books are the movies that are really high profile, where the book is also really high profile, but that's not the case. I don't know exact percentages, but I feel like a good chunk movies come from books. I know that, for example, all my favorite rom-coms are inspired by books, except perhaps The Proposal, but the thing is that those are not the kind of books that I usually read. So I had to go back to a movie that I've seen whose book I actually wanted to read. I finally settled on Matilda because I've seen Matilda as a child. I don't remember a lot of it actually. I saw it on TV. Yeah, I'm very excited for Matilda, and I think this is a good book to binge. Number 4 is read the first book you touch. And this can be interpreted in many ways, and because I'm an idiot, I just wanted to interpret it in the most stupid and literal way possible. I have here a bunch of little black classics. It's because I own the box set with the first 80 and I've bought like 5 others from there. So most of these are from the box set. I am going to throw these in the air, hope none of them land in a way that bends the cover, and just try to grab one with my eyes closed. This is an amazing idea already, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh, that actually fits really well with my Russian obsession. It's Kansyan from the Beautiful Lands. These haunting accounts of rural Russia and its downtrodden inhabitants helped to abolish serfdom in 1861. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm very excited about this pick. Yes, okay, good. The fortunes have smiled upon me. Happily, none of them suffered. Okay, good. This was not as terrible as I thought. Good content, guys. Good YouTube content. Okay, then number 5, read a book completely outside of your house. I know this was very controversial because we are in the middle of a pandemic and they addressed it. They gave a lot of hacks. They are even promoting a hashtag, reading rush hack, I think, to like come up with hacks for this challenge. I think people take the challenges way too seriously. I mean, my first thought was like, okay, I won't be able to do it just because we do have a small grass area near the parking lots of the apartment building. I could have gone outside, but it's actually really freaking cold and I'm not going to do that. But then I realized I am not in my house. See, because I'm staying with my dad, because I already told the story 100 times, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm not in my house, so if I read any book here, I'm going to read it completely outside my house. Hack. So I'm reading Ariel by Sylvia Plath because it's short, because I need some poetry in my life, and again, it's something that I can read a couple of pages every single day as I read some other stuff. And also, I will have read The Bell Jar by the time I get to this, so I excited. I just realized that the objective of sitting more to this side is so I can show you this here, because supposedly the light is better. I might be completely wrong, and I keep showing books here. I'm just dumb. So yeah, that was with that challenge. I understand that the idea of the challenge was a bit, they should have changed it, but again, like, it's just a game. It's not that serious. I don't know. Maybe people really want to complete the 7 badges thing. It's for fun, guys. Don't take things too seriously, because then they are not fun anymore. That's my perspective, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. 6 is read a book in a genre you've always wanted to read more of. This year, happily, I've started reading books of all the genres I've always wanted to read more of. I'm trying to read more plays, I'm trying to read more poetry, so I thought what I could do for this challenge, and something that I do go out of my way to get, and I do want to actively read more of, is world classics. I hate that word because it's very English speaking country centric. It's like world literature, it's what is not written in English, but I revealed the book way too quickly. I always read classics from Japan, for example, Russia now, Germany even, or France, and Chile, Latin America in general. So I want to read classics and books in general that are from other countries that I don't usually read books from, if that makes any sense. So I have the Saga of Gösta Berling by Selma Lagerlöf, and I'm very excited. This is about a defrocked priest. Kind of thick, I must admit, but I tried the first pages just to see if I was going to be in the mood, and it sounds amazing. So excited. And then finally, number 7, really excited for this one. I think it's literally, I think, the best challenge, together with the birthstone one. Read a book set in a continent that you're not from, or you don't live in, I think. And I selected Dead Souls by Nikolai Gogol, but I have to admit that I don't know if I'll make it to reading rush, because I really want to read this. It sounds just so exciting. It's like a dark comedy about a guy who literally deals with human souls. And so if I happen to get to this beforehand, I will count the Turgenev for the continent thing and the touch thing, and then I just will select another little black classic to get to 7 books. Either A Slip Under the Microscope by H.G. Wells, or Flush by Virginia Woolf, because I have been craving some Virginia Woolf. Maybe I'll get to these anyways, I don't know. It's all very up in the air, but I am very excited. I hope you like this video. It was very chaotic. I'm kind of in a very chaotic energy slash mood these days, but I'm very excited about making videos and reading and writing blog entries, so check those down below. Check everything. Talk to me on Twitter and Instagram or in the comments. Again, are you participating and what are you reading? See you next time.